NDLEA Boss has slammed Nigerian artists who glorify the abuse of drugs and substances in their songs. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories. At number 1, Chairman, National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, retired Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa has slammed Nigerian artists who glorify the abuse of drugs and substances in their songs. Marwa lamented how the drug-promoting lyrics from songs have become familiar among youths, noting how the young population, on the strength of these songs, have come to see drug abuse as a grand idea of leisure. The NDLEA Boss, who was represented by Dr. Segun Okoye, said this during the second edition of the Vanguard Mental Health Summit held in Lagos on Thursday, with the theme being Mental Health in a Distressed Economy. According to Mara, drug abuse is a big problem in the country, revealing that about 10.6 million Nigerians abuse cannabis. At number 2, the appeal court in Abuja has upheld the conviction of Faisal, the son of Abdul Rashid Maina, for conspiracy and money laundering. Maina, the former chairman of the defunct Pension Reform Task Force team, is serving an 8-year jail term at the Kuje prison in Abuja for pension fraud to the tune of 2 billion naira, and his son has been named an accomplice. Meanwhile, in a judgment on Thursday, November 24, 2022, a 3-member panel of the appeal court reduced the term of imprisonment from 14 years to 7 years on the grounds that he is the first-time offender. In the judgment by Justice Ugochukwu Anthony Ogaku, the court held that Justice Okun Abang of the Federal High Court Abuja was right to have convicted Faisal. At number 3, the National Security Advisor, Major General Babangana Moguno, has said that the proliferation of small arms and light weapons remained a huge threat to Nigeria's security. Moguno, who was represented by Aminu Lawal, Director Policy and Strategy, Office of the NSA, said the proliferation of SALW was a major source of vulnerability in the society. Moguno said this during the destruction of over 3,000 small arms recovered from across the country by the National Center for Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons. The arms were destroyed at the Nigerian Army Command Engineering Depot on Thursday in Kaduna State. The NSA noted that the failure of the global community to control the availability of illicit SALW had continued to undermine global peace and significantly hinder development, especially in sub-Saharan Africa. At number 4, the National Drugs Law Enforcement Agency has seized 1.5 tons of illicit drugs and arrested 993 suspects in Katsina State from November 10th to 23rd. The NDLEA commander in the state, Mohammed Bashir, revealed the information. Bashir, who took over the command on November 10th, said an evidence-based approach was used to intensify raids and surveillance. The commander said 93% of the suspects arrested are between 16 to 40 years. Bashir said the command's drug demand reduction unit could counsel and rehabilitate 76 people. Bashir said through the NDLEA's war against drug abuse, the command has taken its message to most of the communities within the state. At number 5, an appellate court sitting in Yola has set aside the High Court rulings nullifying the primaries that produced Emmanuel Boacha and Aishatu Binani as the All Progressive Congress governorship candidates for Taraba and Adamawa states, respectively. The court on Thursday ordered that their names should be forwarded to the Independent National Electoral Commission as APC governorship candidates for both states. In September, Justice Simon Amobeda of a federal high court in Jalingo, the Taraba state capital, sacked Boacha after a petition by an ex-aspirant, David Kente. The judge had argued that it is not possible for all the primary results to have the same handwriting, while the returning officer declared that no primary was held in the state at the police headquarters due to security threats. At number 6, the Osun State Police Command has denied allegations that its personnel shot at members of the public during Wednesday's resurgence of the kingship crisis in Ikirun town. The ongoing kingship tussle in the ancient town took a turn for the worse on Wednesday as one Lukman Omola, who was said to be a prince from the Boleru ruling house, was shot dead on Wednesday. Also, the palace of Akinrun in Ikurun went up in flames during the renewed crisis. In a statement signed by the Osun Police Command spokesperson Yemisi Okpalola, the Commissioner of Police Faleye Sunday Olale disclosed that policemen were drafted to the palace to provide protection to those renovating the palace when armed hoodlums shot at them. Olaleye revealed that during the shooting, 2 police inspectors were injured and some fire service personnel were attacked on their way to the palace. At number 7, the Nigeria Governors Forum has rejected the sale of 10 power plants and headed to court to stop the move of privatization of the plants by the federal government. The NFG disclosed that its lawyers have moved to prevent the regime of the President Muhammadu Buhari from selling those power plants which are under the National Integrated Power Project. The 36 state governors, through their chairman, Governor Aminu Tambuwa of Sokoto State, released a statement after a teleconference meeting held on Tuesday to express their displeasure over the FG's decision. At number 8, the Abuja Division of the Federal High Court on Thursday fixed December 1st for a judgment in a suit filed by Jimmy Lawal, an aggrieved governorship aspirant in the May 25th Ogun People's Democratic Party's primary election. Justice Iyankwo fixed the date after counsel to the parties adopted their processes and presented their arguments for and against the suit. The aspirant who contested the May 25th governorship primary poll of the PDP had challenged the emergence of Adebutu as the party's candidate. He alleged that an unlawful delegates list was used by the party to conduct its election. The Apex Court ordered that the suit instituted by Lawal be remitted to the FHC for fresh trial. At number 9, the Association of Table Water Producers has raised the price of sachet water to 300 naira per bag. The national president, Clementina Ativier, made the announcement. He said the decision was unanimously reached during the ATWAP National Convention in Abuja. Ativier explained that the increment was due to current prices of material and Nigeria's economic situation. He added that the new rate would help them keep up with bills and remain in business. Finally, at number 10, the European Environment Agency says no fewer than 238,000 people in the European Union died prematurely in 2020 due to exposure to airborne pollutants in spite of an improvement in air quality. This is according to new data released by the EEA on Thursday. Analysis by the agency shows that air pollution is the largest environmental health risk in Europe and significantly impacts the health of the European population. According to the EEA's latest estimate, no fewer than 238,000 people died prematurely in the bloc in 2020 due to exposure to fine particulate matter, with about 96% of the urban population exposed to levels above World Health Organization guidelines. Meanwhile, nitrogen dioxide pollution led to 49,000 early deaths and exposure to ozone to 24,000, the agency added. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.